Hello everyone and welcome back to Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. I'm Pete.
And I'm Viv.
And here we are in the mystical Mayan pyramid. And up there somewhere is George, and we need to find a way to get to him and provide some help. So here, this looks like a good place to start.
It was a simple wooden platform lift, used for shifting equipment, I presumed.
See if we can find our way up top. Okay, not much happening there.
It was a small but very enticing button. The engine looked like it was supposed to power the lift.
She likes pushing buttons, doesn't she?
Who doesn't?
I always worry.
The button didn't seem to do anything.
Typical.
It was an old electricity
There
generator.
we go, so we need to power the generator first. Before we go any further, let's introduce ourselves to these nice men with the guns.
Hey, señorita.
Too late. I had been seen. Bonjour, Capitaine.
Only Sergeant, pretty one. What are you doing here?
Okay, so... I'm not entirely sure what the excuses are, but we can mention La Presidenta, Karzak, or Le General.
General, maybe?
Well, you recall the General was one of the guys we saw escorting George up the stairs,
Yeah.
so I presumably know he's here.
Snuggles said I could come here with him.
Snuggles?
Oh, I mean the General. We're, friends. May I go up the pyramid?
We have strict instructions not to let anybody pass.
Oh, but I've told you who I am. Surely nobody would mind.
Well,
Oh, please, I'd be ever so grateful.
I tell you what. I'll ask Pablo if it's okay for you to go up.
If Pablo saw me, I'd be dead. No, it's not worth the bother. I'm not really that interested in their stupid pyramid anyway.
Well, okay. It's men's work up there anyway.
I'll just run along and play around here, okay?
Okay, you do that.
Now this guy looks rather under-equipped compared to the others.
It looked like Karzak was using Quaramontean troops and local Indians as his guards. It looked like
Yeah, it's the same for all of them.
I didn't want to push my luck by talking with the guards again.
Has he got a fly swatter? I've just noticed that.
Yeah.
The steps were guarded by a bunch of Karzak's
He's
thugs.
optimistic, I'll give him that.
Those jackals weren't going to let me past. There was an unlit torch by the base of the steps.
How enticing.
Set them all on fire.
I could think of no reason why I would want to pull a heavy torch from the ground. It was a small, screw-fit cylindrical housing.
So obviously we're going to take it away. Anything in there?
It was a small, screw-fit cylindrical housing. It was Titipoco, my newfound ally.
Well, we can offer him the chocolate.
Would you like some chocolate, Titipoco? It's good vintage. You're smarter than you look.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's pre-decimalization.
How did you hook up with a maniac like Karzak in the first place?
Karzak? Whoop whoop loco!
Yes, he scares me too.
Quite right.
It was a length of strong rope.
Never know when something like that might come in handy. And the engine, if memory serves. Oh, memory does not serve, clearly. The lever.
There was a lever mounted on the side of the motor.
And now I push the button.
The button didn't seem to do anything.
No, still nothing.
It was an old electricity generator.
It's been a while since I've played this part of the game. Let me think. Can't put this back, can we? No, we can't.
You've broken it now.
I think if memory serves you, but of course.
It looked like a fuel line.
Forgot about that. Can you see what we're doing now?
Is she going to siphon fuel off it?
Oh no, a much more direct approach. There we go. Good old-fashioned oil spill.
It looked like a fuel line. The fuel from the severed line had formed a pool.
So now we so I should be able to collect that in the cylinder this time. There we go. And put that into the fuel can. There, simple. And why you're making such a fuss, Viv?
Always a fun.
The motor spluttered into life.
So now we can use the elevator. Alright, yeah, we have to use the lever first. Okay, I know it does something. Come on.
The engine was working okay, but it wasn't connected to the equipment lift.
Ah, yes, of course. This is what we need
That's
the
what
rope
you need
for.
the rope.
Exactly.
The engine stopped dead.
Yeah, old Ultar taught us well, clearly.
You tap it to the thing first and then...
Yeah, it was a lot more annoying than I remember.
The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid.
You know what, sort of, just climb up.
Yeah.
That's okay, we'll wait.
Will she fall and die?
No.
Oh.
We've seen all the death scenes it's possible yet in this game already.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, what the balls are we doing now?
Titipoco, I have an important job for you. Take this rope to the top of this scaffolding and throw it over the top.
Rope.
Okay, I think the problem was we hadn't looked at the gantry last time we showed him the rope, so we'll let him take care of that. Well done, you.
The rope hung down from the top of the gantry.
So now we should be able to tie it to the engine. There we go.
The motor spluttered into life.
So there goes the elevator. And unfortunately we're not on it. So once again we need Titipoco's assistance. Oh, a golden shiny lever, look at that.
Titipoco, when I tell you, I want you to copy what I am doing.
Copy.
Okay? Copy. Georges! I realized those bastards were going to sacrifice Georges to Tezcatlipoca over my dead body. Thankfully, Georges was the only one to notice me.
Where are they? The eclipse is about to happen.
Patience. Your mother will be here soon and Karzak will be close behind. Just keep the Yankee covered and leave the worrying to others.
Yeah, Raoul.
The maniacs were going to sacrifice Georges!
Shut up, Stobart. Just shut up!
Calm down. He's no threat.
Hey, Raoul, why don't you do us both a favor and shoot Pablo?
You're very funny, Stobart. I haven't forgotten Marseille. When Karzak cuts your heart out, I'll be the one laughing.
I'll bet I'm not the only one due for the chop around here either. Hey, Raoul?
I'm warning you.
Raoul was a bundle of raw nerves. I hoped Georges wouldn't push him too far.
Yeah, so up here we can see the eclipse isn't far off.
It was Pablo, Karzak's right-hand sadist.
So obviously
If
we're going to
Pablo
have a
had
chat.
seen me, he'd have killed me. It was as simple as that. General Raoul Graziento. I didn't fancy Raoul's chances once Karzak didn't need him anymore. I might have been able to talk the general around if Pablo hadn't been there.
Now, for some reason we can look at the slab, but we can't look at George.
It was a stone table. Given the history of the place, I wondered how many poor wretches had lost their lives and hearts upon it. Karzak and his pet vermin had got Georges tied to the sacrificial table. I had to come up with a plan, or he was as good as dead.
Well, nice knowing you, George. Bye-bye.
You can't look directly at him during an eclipse.
Sorry?
You can't look directly at him because it's during the eclipse. That's how it works.
Karzak's goons had left an ammunition belt lying around.
Are you saying George is the sun?
And this is, isn't it?
So we now have one round of ammunition.
It was a round of ammunition.
I think technically it's a belt of ammunition rather than a round, but I'm not sure.
There were a few sealed crates and drums. None of them looked like they might be useful.
Oh, come on. The amount of things that you found that turned out to be useful, Nico, you're in no position
The
to judge.
crates and drums were sealed, and I had no way of getting into them. I wasn't going to risk being caught walking back down the stairs.
Okay, we'll just take the elevator back down. Well, Titty Pogo's eyes are pretty good if you can see that signal
He's
from down
psychic.
there. Yeah. Okay, so any thoughts how we use the ammunition to distract the guards?
You set fire to it.
Yes.
Really? Oh,
So, look over here, we have the ceremonial torch.
I knew eventually that would be the answer.
Oh,
to
yeah, of
something
course.
Like, you know.
Now, who do we know who could set that ablaze?
Oh, yeah.
Remember back in the village, he had the Del Boy style lighter.
Titipoco, do you still have that lighter gun you pulled on me so amusingly?
What's going on over there? Do you need help, my pretty?
Nothing's wrong. I dropped, a cigarette butt. Everything is under control. I'll have the fire out in a minute or two.
Yeah, let's try and smother it with this belt of ammunition.
Yes, that'll work.
Makes perfect
They
sense.
say to smother it with clothing or something.
Exactly. Run away!
What's that? What's happening?
Trouble.
Give it up. The pyramid's surrounded.
I'll find out what the trouble is. Watch Stubber doesn't pull any tricks. If he does, shoot him in the head, not through the heart.
Why does it matter? He'll be dead either way.
His heart belongs to Tezcatlipoca.
That's not true. We just had dinner a couple of times.
Let the fan art begin.
Oh, God.
General Raúl Graziento.
Yeah, we found that. Yeah. So, let's talk about this reasonably, shall we?
Drop the gun or I shoot!
Please, don't hurt me.
Don't worry yourself, my finger isn't loaded.
Nico, what are you doing here?
Firstly, I'm going to set Georges free, and then screw up Karzak's scheme.
No, I can't let you do that. Karzak has promised me power.
Raoul, wake up. The only thing Karzak has on offer is death. You may want to ask Oublié, except you can't. Karzak murdered him.
You're lying. Oublié's in Europe.
Sure, he's in Europe. In London, on a mortuary slab with 2 bullet holes in him.
But Karzak promised. When he frees Tezcatlipoca, we'll all be granted great power.
Listen to her, Raoul. Karzak's insane.
I don't know. I need to think.
You've let your mother do your thinking for you up to now. You need to think for yourself. Your mother and Karzak think alike. There's only one expendable member of the plan left, and that's you.
Mother would never betray me.
Oh, I'm tired of trying to reason with you, Raoul. Titipoco,
Oh yeah, he's here now
How
as
did
well.
he get there?
watch this man, and if he makes a move, shoot him with your gun.
Well, I suppose with the guards away, he could have just taken the stairs.
Yes, that's true.
Hold still, Georges. I don't want to sacrifice you by accident.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you.
They were going to cut your heart out. I think I can guess. We can save the happy reunions for later. We've got to move. Come on!
Hang on, a thought just occurs to me. Didn't she leave the sacrificial dagger in Karzak's leg back in London?
We're safe.
This is a dead end.
We're toast.
Pull it out, clean it off.
I know, Titipoco. I'm not too happy here either.
He knows this is Tezcatlipoca's pyramid, the house of the enemy.
Well, we can't stay here like rats in a trap.
And we can't go out the way we came in. It would be suicide. I'll have a look round. Maybe there's another way out. In the meantime, take this. It's the Coyote Stone. It might bring you luck, I hope.
You managed to recover the stones from the village? Then we might have a chance after all. Incidentally, what would Titipoco have done if Graciento had moved?
Titipoco? Nothing. He's given up violence.
Well, so now here's a first for the series. We can now talk to George.
It was Georges, just rescued from certain death and not looking suitably grateful.
How would it?
Georges?
Yeah?
There was nothing I wanted to talk to Georges about just then.
Probably not as such an either.
On the wall was an intricate pattern in blue and gold.
Yeah, it's a nice pattern.
The pattern seemed to have only religious significance. By the door was a pattern picked out in blue. The pattern meant nothing to me. Outside was certain death. Outside was certain death.
Yeah, we know that. Come on, let's go.
Outside was certain death.
Come on, it's fine. Well, very well then.
There was a large image on the wall of a man in ceremonial garb. More usefully, there were also a couple of levers.
I thought you said livers. Why have they got a couple of livers?
Well, no, there's plenty of hearts been cut out that may have
The
got a
liver
lever or
was
two as
made
well.
of
Sorry,
stone.
liver.
Oof! The lever was very difficult to move and appeared to do nothing anyway. Heave! Still no good.
Okay, so they don't do anything on their own, but if we get George to help us...
George?
Yeah?
George, I can only pull one lever at a time, and I think we need to pull both together.
Okay, I'm up for that.
It's always risky when you put levers and stuff.
Progress, I think.
Yeah.
I can explain everything.
Oh, there's something suspicious. This sacrifice. Where is it?
Nico was here with Titipoco. They set him free. I couldn't stop them.
You idiot! I should have strangled you at birth. Titipoco's gone soft. He wouldn't have hurt you.
I know that.
The darkness of the sun is almost upon us, and we have no sacrifice to appease Tezcatlipoca. Have you any idea what your incompetence will cost us?
I think so. And I'm glad.
What?
The Mayans weren't fools. Tezcatlipoca should stay exactly where they put him.
Finally got some backbone from somewhere, huh? Shame it's so late in the day.
I'd rather die than see you and Karzak with that devil's power.
Fine, we're still a sacrifice short. See, the eclipse begins. Pablo, kill him! This Tezcatlipoca can feed upon his yellow heart.
Nico was right all along, but it's still not too late. Come on then, Pablo. Let's see who sacrifices who.
Place your bets, everyone.
What place is this? I was in some sort of strange room. Tiles and dials. The priests who designed this place must have known how to use them. I was going to have to figure it out for myself if I ever wanted to get out of here. It was the great stone head that had spat me out. It reminded me of an ex-boyfriend, on both counts. The chute I'd arrived on was too steep and slippery to get back up.
Hang on. It's not Andre, is it?
The room was dominated by an enormous device, decorated with the usual Mayan motifs. It held two great discs, each covered in glyphs.
So we have two big-ass wheels with patterns on them. And if we have a look over here, we have tiles with patterns.
There were several tiles with glyphs on them. There was a statue of a monkey, some sort of religious significance. The monkey held a board containing more tiles with colored glyphs on them.
And further over, well, there's something there, but we can't go to it yet. Okay. So do you see the patterns here? So the idea, each of these. So the idea is each of these tiles here has a combination of two of the patterns on the wheels.
Oh, okay.
And each of these ones over here is a combination of two of the patterns on these tiles.
Okay.
So...
It's a puzzle.
Exactly. So if we find the matching... So we look for this one here. We go for... We can actually operate both sides of the wheel independently, so we don't have to just put it around in increments. So we have one over there, and then this little 3-dot pattern over here. That probably would have been faster to go the other way, but oh well, we're in progress now. So. And now we can push this one.
The tile moved slightly.
I think if we push any of the other ones, then they just...
The tile didn't want to
they just
move.
don't move.
Until you do the
Exactly, yeah. Okay, so we have that one. That's on this one here, so we need... So we need the... well, the cross is right next to it. So we put the crossing place, and then that little sausage looker thing on top of it. I think it's this one here. Let's go back and check. Yep, looks like a sausage wrapped in a leaf or something.
Or a caterpillar.
Or a caterpillar.
There are two of them.
I think the colouring is slightly different. Then I'll go over and hit this one. Nico, it's over here. Which now lets us push this one.
The tile moved inwards and clicked home.
There we go. So there's one down. And just a crafty little save here. Don't worry, all will become clear. Okay, so now we just do the same for all the other patterns. Are you having fun yet?
This is actually really good fun. I would like to enjoy doing this puzzle. One day.
Well, what can we say? The Mayans made their own entertainment in those
Instead of
days.
going to work, I mean, I think it's a good option.
Oh yeah. It's always the way.
Every time you walk off screen, they rejig them. Just...
Yeah. There's some evil Mayan trickster god just off camera fucking about with them. And so now this should unlock the door. There we go.
Et voilà! George once told me that there's an act to finding secret doors. I think I'm beginning to get the hang of it.
So we make an alternative save here. Okay, so there is actually an alternative way of doing this puzzle. I've never actually managed to do this myself because I only heard about it. So that's why I just made a little save there just in case I'd work this up.
Which you will.
Oh yeah, probably. Ah, there we go. There's a little hidden thing there which we need to click on. So now, rather than going through all the trouble of spinning the wheels around, we can just use our feminine wiles.
Oh my god!
And that will work.
A wiggle. Et voilà!
That's mental.
It was the secret exit that I had revealed by solving the glyphs puzzle.
Yeah, at this point I've become convinced that Revolution is just trolling everyone. They're just, oh, you went through the bother of spinning all those wheels around? Oh yeah, all you have to do is flash your tits and you're away.
Yeah.
So I thought, this is it, you know? This is true love. Anyway, I have to leave for a few weeks, and when I come back, what do I find? Damn right. And with who? Labano, that creep.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Well, small correction there, George. It was 6 months you were away.
Oh, heck. Looks like another dead-end titty poco. Any ideas? I was hoping for something a little more constructive. Never mind, I'll have a look around. There was a torch in a sconce by the doorway.
Well, this is having a sit down, this is as good a plan as any.
Huh?
Yeah, That's the torch we're now
Look,
holding.
I need to light this torch. Can you do something clever with a couple of sticks, or flint and tinder, or... or a cheesy novelty cigarette lighter, as it turned out.
Right. Oh,
There was a picture of somebody holding a torch and another guy with a lever. The lever was real.
tempted.
You have to pull a lever.
Well, there was nothing else to do around here, so I pulled the lever. Nothing's happened. Oh, I hate that. Don't you hate that?
Ah!
Did it, Poco?
It's the chair
Oh my-
from Graham Norton.
Great. I had no idea where I was, no idea where the others had got to, and time was running out to stop Karzak. Still, I wasn't dead yet, so it wasn't all bad news.
Well, it's a start.
Yes.
There was a lever on the wall.
That's kind of what got you in this mess.
A stone slab that must have weighed tons sealed the door. Another doorway led out of the room. The doorway was sealed with a massive slab of stone. The torch didn't look like it was going to burn for much longer.
Okay, so I'm starting to wonder, what exactly technology does this pyramid use? Because that was a very smooth locking mechanism on the door.
It was.
There we go. Let's light ourselves a new torch. Need to be careful about George, you'll burn the whole pyramid down.
There was an unused torch up on the wall. The torch could stay there until I really needed it. Every time I think this place can't get any spookier, it does.
Remember, I was terrified of this one the first time I played this game because I thought it was gonna shoot down the corridor.
Oh, yeah.
But it
There's
doesn't.
nothing I could do to the carving, even if I'd
Yes,
wanted to,
take that.
which I didn't. How rapoosh. The carving reminded me of Lane for some reason.
Remember Mr. Lane?
Impressive
The critic we
architecture.
met at the start of the game.
Yes.
Anyway, what lies in the next room?
Charming.
Ooh.
Lovely. Looks like my school gym teacher. The statue looked like it doubled as an incense burner.
Either that or that's where they store the hearts after they cut them out.
There was a stone lever to the right of the doorway. To the left of the door was a stone lever.
2.
So what's it gonna be, left or right?
Left. No, right.
No, wait, no.
I don't know. Should have put on.
And if we pull the other one. So some combination of the two, one would assume. Bong. Okay, so this one takes us back in there. Okay, so now if we have this one closed and this one open, we can then go back this way. Oh, maybe we can't. Oh, more levers.
A stone slab that...
Yep, we've heard that before. Can we go out this way? Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yep, we're back out here again. What was this one? Closes this one. Just need to find the right combination of levers. Nope, not quite. One moment, please. Close that one and open the one in the background. So we have a clear path now.
Yes!
There we go.
Finally! I'm out of here. Beyond the secret door was nothing but gloom. Once more into the unknown. There was a lever camouflaged within the wall design. Cool. Onwards and downwards, Mr. Stobart.
Okay, so note what this is called. Certain death.
Nice.
And spoiler alert, gameplay wise, that's the game over.
Oh.
All we need to know is just watch the ending FMV.
This was it.
Animation, whatever it's called.
The pyramid's central chamber. Its dark heart. Once before in my life, I'd stood in front of a door and thought, this is it. If I go through there, I'm going to die. I'd been wrong then. I hoped I was wrong now. This was the door that led to the central chamber and the smoking mirror.
It's hard to tell, but that's Karzak there on his uniform. She didn't waste time getting in here. Oh, hello, mate. So how do you think Mr. Tezcatlipoca will reward his loyal servant? Really? He's out of the mirror for all of 5 seconds before he gets forced back in. I'm not looking too pleased either. And there we go.
I thought there'd be a bit more close than that.
Oh, trust me, the series gets far worse ending-wise.
Really?
I still haven't forgiven them for the abomination that was Broken Sword 4. But don't worry, we'll get to that in the fullness of time. But anyway, apparently, so you know that guy we saw running away from the pyramid who got flayed by the flash of light?
Yeah.
Supposedly that was meant to be Pablo.
Really?
From what I understand, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so given we saw him and Raoul about to have a fight off screen, and given that we see Raoul showing up in the central pyramid, no worse for wear, and the last time we see Pablo, he's running for his life. Maybe Raoul's better in a fight than we give him credit for.
Maybe. Yeah.
But anyway, yep, there we go, folks. That is Broken Sword 2. Hope you enjoyed it.
I hope everyone else did.
And this is the rather bizarrely upbeat ending credits theme. I love that someone's credited with relaxation and beer.
Yes, I think that's like a really important.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this was kind of the end of an era in many ways for Revolution, because it was the I think it was the last game to use the virtual theater system they've been using since Lure of the Temptress. Someone's trying to grumpy old git. Just noticed. It was the
Controller.
yeah, and it was the last one. There we go. You see, it was the last one to use Barrington Fillong's music until Broken Sword 5. It was the last one to have the hand-drawn cartoon backgrounds and animations until Broken Sword 5. And rather more sadly, it was the last one that Dave Cummins worked on. Because he's been part of Revolution since the start, and like he wrote this game, the previous game. He wrote for Beneath the Steel Sky, and also did the music for that game. And he left Revolution just shortly after this game was completed, and apparently not on the best of terms, and then just kind of vanished from the face of the earth after that. Apparently, there was a fan had a blog of his kind of attempts to kind of track him down. He's became a kind of a Steve Ditko-like figure, where he was just a reclusive artist that people wanted to find out more about. So this guy basically scoured the earth to try and track the guy down, and like made a blog of his investigation, to try and just find anyone who might know where he was. And then a few years ago, that he found that. He got a result, alright. Found that Dave sadly died in 2008.
Oh.
And like no one had heard about it for years because he just kind of vanished.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Which is very sad, because apparently Charles Cecil said that he had always hoped to kind of remend their relationship and collaborate on something again, but alas, it never came to pass.
It's a shame. Yeah. Right, what are we playing next time, Pete?
Well, there's a lovely image to end on.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to bother with the title card this time. I'm just going to leave that front and center with subscribe there. Yeah, just leave it at that. So yeah, on that note, folks, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. If you did, please click the like button, leave a comment letting us know how we're doing, and subscribe if you haven't already if you want to see more in the future. But yeah, for now, it's probably going to be a while before we get onto the other Broken Sword the other games in the Broken Sword series, just because I haven't played them as much as these two, so I don't know them as well. After I've just spent an hour trying to faff around and remember the solution to that last puzzle.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I'm probably going to have to replay them at some point before we do them for the channel, so yeah, I'm not sure what's next, but yeah, here, if you want to find out, subscribe.
Yes, do that.
Yeah, it's the best way to keep track. So yeah, until whatever we're doing next, we'll get back to you on that, but until then, say goodnight, Viv.
Good night, Viv.
Night, everybody. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. So here we are. I got the bloody introduction wrong.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm not very good at dog impressions.
This is all going in, by the way. Okay. Hello everyone.
I'm sorry. We'll start now. We'll start. No more laughing.
Okay, serious.
Serious voices. Okay. Okay.
Okay.